shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Ahcw returns to Campbell, Missouri, April the 13th, 2024. With a 7:30 bell time, see such stars as Bullwhip Ballard, Denzel Rollins, LA Hustlers, Steel Cross, Jason Vaughn, and T-Pain. A special ladies match featuring the $1 Million Baby. All this and much, much more this Saturday at 7:30, Campbell Community Building. Be there.
All right, guys, we're here. We're live. Third day in a row. You're watching Buster Unmasked, and you know where you can find us. YouTube, Facebook, X. Most importantly, Genesis TV every single Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central Time. And listen, any of you podcasters or anybody out there that's got any kind of shows, businesses, or products you want to promote, inbox Buster H.R. Johnson. I promise you this. I can get you the most affordable time slots and advertising time available anywhere. Buster Unmasked and Buster H.R. Johnson, inbox me and I'll get you the details. Look, guys, tonight's the night. I feel like I need to be playing some Thin Lizzy because I feel like the boys are back in town. My guest tonight, former professional wrestler, owner and founder of American Hostile Championship Wrestling. He is the one and only Missouri bad boy, Mark Southern. Mark!
Woo! What's up, Buster?
Dude, man, I really wanted to. I almost played that Thin Lizzy and got a copyright on it, man, but I figured they just blocked the whole fucking show, dude.
Yeah, they would flag it for sure, man. I'll tell you what, me and Forrest, when we'd leave the area for a while, then we come back, that's what we come out to right there.
Man, that's how I felt, man. All we need is Mike here with us, dude.
There you go, man. Be good times.
Kind of where it all started, man. And speaking of where it all started, American Hostile Championship Wrestling is back, dude. So talk to me about AHCW being back, man, because this ain't a one-off show either.
That's correct, man. Buster, I'll tell you what, man, you know, we've been on a little hiatus, I guess you would say, and people have been asking me about Hostile Wrestling coming back, and I was at the bank one day, and some of our fans were in there, man. They was on me, Mark, we need to have wrestling back. And then it wasn't a day later, I got a call from the mayor of Campbell, how he wanted us to come back to Campbell and run a show, man. I was like, man, I guess I need to do it. It's kind of like a sign, is the way I felt. And, of course, yeah, we got we got Crowsville show we do every year anyway, and all my stuff's coming up for renewal. I said, well, if I'm going to renew it to get, I'm just going to go ahead and run every month like I was doing. So that's where we're at now, man. I already went gung ho and got me a new trailer and got me a new ring, and we'll be ready to rock and roll April the 13th in Campbell, Missouri.
Dude, I can't wait, man. It'll be the first show I've been to in probably 4 months now, man. I ain't been to any shows live at all, but I'm coming there, man. Me and you, we're gonna be on the announce booth,
That's
man.
right, man. We're gonna record it for the Boot Hill Sports Network and my YouTube channel, and you probably show it on yours as well. So
Sure will, dude. So look, man, tell me something. You like you said, you took a little hiatus, dude. Did it give you time to kind of rejuvenate and kind of re-spark the fire for wrestling? Because I know how it is, man. You had to been burnt out a little bit, man. It ain't nothing better than that rejuvenation. So talk to me about that time off, man.
yeah, well, time off. I've been kind of busy. You know, I got all my sports stuff, Boot Hill Sports Network. I've worked hard on that, getting that growed, and then but yeah, you're right, man. Once you take time off and rejuvenate, as you say, um, and reflecting back, man, you start missing. You get that little itch, man. I tell you what. And then watching WrestleMania on night 2 the other night, I fell in love with wrestling all over again, man. That ending and that main event had me just going crazy, man. It felt good, and we're gonna put on a good event there in Campbell, Missouri, man. And I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, man, we got some promos, a few promos. We got some of the talent we're gonna show off. But man, about WrestleMania. Now look, for me, night one for me fell a little flat. But man, night two, I'm like you from the start, from the minute the first match on night two started, it was like the magic was there on night two, dude. From start to finish, excellent show, man. They started it with a bang and they ended it with a bang, man.
I agree with that, man. I'll tell you what, man, and to do what they did in one town, all them consecutive nights and all the gates they drew, man.
Right.
Gosh.
Man, I couldn't do it, dude. I don't see how people go set in arenas for. I mean, just as a fan, if you were going there to watch, you're probably sitting there 6-8 hours, man.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either, brother.
I can't, man. I'm too old for that shit, man. I just soon set it home and watch it. Hey,
there you go. Comforts of your living room.
Right, man. And here's the thing that gets me about WrestleMania. The stadiums are so big, and if you up in the nosebleeds, you're watching it on the TV anyway, on some of their monitors. You ain't seeing none of that shit, dude. But
that's right.
I'm with you, man. I enjoyed night two. That's the first time I've watched WrestleMania live when it happened in probably 10 years, man.
Man, I tell you what, that's the first time I watched a wrestling show in probably a year, Buster. I mean, when I do watch it, I watch a lot of old stuff, you know, the Memphis, the World Class, the Georgians, stuff like that. But when The Rock came back, man, I was like, man, I got to start checking this out because I love The Rock and what he did there in the Attitude Area and all those guys, man. I was like, I've got to watch wrestling a little bit. So I started hitting it and missing it, you know, and then, of course, I always watch WrestleMania anyway, or try to. And I thought, man, I'm going to watch it. And I watched both nights, man, for the first shows in a long time.
I'm the same way, man. And I'm with you on The Rock, dude. Truest statement, he came back and he made wrestling cool again. That's one thing that's been wrong with wrestling for years and years. It just hadn't been cool.
No, I was talking to my buddy JJ a little bit earlier, and a shout out to JJ in room 420 over there in Jackson, Tennessee, baby. That's where when I would wrestle in Trenton, Tennessee, I would stay in Jackson at JJ's in room 420. But I told him earlier, I said Vince McMahon being away from wrestling is the best thing that could happen to a wrestling business.
I think so too. And I'll be honest with you, I like the new way they're shooting the stuff. I like the fact that TKO's in there because if you watch it, it's they're shooting it a little more like they shoot UFC and stuff. It's a little more. They're bringing the fans in closer a lot of times on the shots. The shots are modern, man. I mean, the old WWE style had really got monotonous, man. And I like the way the producers are doing it. I like the different shots, the way they're going about it. It's got a whole new feel altogether. It feels different. It feels like wrestling again. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So
No
look,
doubt about
man,
it.
we're here to talk about American Hostile Championship Wrestling. And look, I had a guest on Monday night, man. See, he knows a lot about American Hostile Championship Wrestling because he is a mid-states Missouri heavyweight champion, and he kind of took a little umbrage with AHCW is going to be crowning a new Missouri, an AHCW Missouri champion. So, pretty belt, man. I don't know if you've seen the show, but you know who I'm talking about. Our good buddy Austin. Mulitalo. There you go. Mulitalo. That's it, man. Talk to me about this. Talk to me about what Austin had to say, man.
Let me
They're
tell
gonna
you.
be
Let me tell you the whole backstory on this Missouri title. Is you know that thing set the funk for a long time. Well, I got this thing back in August of 2022, and I introduced it. I was going to introduce it then, and I even talked to Jack Parker because he was working up there at World League for Leland. I said,
right,
"Look, man, I'm going to introduce this Missouri title. We're going to start running. I want to put it on you because you're working up there and you work around, and that way, the belt can travel with you."
right.
Well, nothing ever transpired of that. So that's how all that thing whole started. And this was in the group conversation with a lot of people. I'll just say that. And I was going to have a tournament for it. And then all of a sudden, I guess here recently, they decided to take my idea and run with it in another organization. And I see who's got it, who happened to be in that conversation and worked for my company at one time.
Ooh, so you saying there might have been some idea poaching?
I would say so there, buddy.
Ooh, that right there, man. It started off good, man. Me and Austin talked about maybe having a dream match one day. These two Missouri heavyweight champions or two Missouri champions facing off, dude. Sounds like we
Tell
already starting right now to build it up, man.
they can bring it.
Well, dude, let's talk about Saturday, dude. AHCW, I am so glad to see you guys back, man. Here's the thing. I hated to see it when you shut down, and especially the way you did, because you didn't. I mean, it was permanent when you shut down the way I remember it, which is permanent as can be in the wrestling business. You never say never in the wrestling business, man, and you hardly
Pulls
can.
you on back.
You can never get out. But man, I'm so glad to see AHCW back, man. We need AHCW around good quality, organized, professional wrestling company. That's what we need, man. We need more companies like that, man. There's a few scattered out, man, but AHCW being back is a hell of a contribution to the wrestling business around our area.
Well, man, I appreciate that, Buster, and we look forward to bringing you a lot of good events this year. Man, right now we got Campbell lined up, we got Wardell, Missouri lined up in June, we got Caruthersville in August, and then I'm working on Cooter and New Madrid and Malden as well. Those are towns, of course, in our area, in our little circuit, is if you will, that we run. And man, I tell you what, in August, our big river show that we have every year at the cook-off there in Caruthersville, we're actually going to do a memorial cup for Tina Cook. And Tina Cook was our longtime fan that passed away with cancer, man, and she was our biggest fan, and we're going to do something to memorialize her, and her son is actually going to be there and give the trophy away to the winner there, man. So that's going to be a big event as well. But Saturday night we got a stacked card with some new talent that hasn't been in the area. I've been up north scouting, found some talent. I'm going to bring them down here to Southeast Missouri and see if they can hang with the big boys.
There you go. Look, like I said, we got some graphics of some of the talent, but we also got we got 3 promos, man. I noticed you got my team. Both these guys are my team because in the original rankings we done, LA Hustlers was number 1, Steel Cross number 3. Since that time, Steel Cross has really went out all over our territory and made a big name for themselves, man. They've captured multiple tag team titles in different places. Really, this is a matchup, man, I'm dying to see. I think this is going to be one hell of a matchup, Mark.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, thanks for the beer you just sent me, man. I just now got it, man. I appreciate that.
There you go, man. Look, you want to take a look at, because these guys had a few words for each other. You want to check out what the Hustlers had to say first?
Yeah, let's do that.
April 13th, Campbell, Missouri. American Hostile Championship Wrestling, your first tag team champion be in the house. And hey, I heard Steel Crawford here.
Steel Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, we've been whooping them boys for a long time. You know what? I'm starting to miss whooping still. One of my favorite tag teams to beat down, to stomp out, to teach them that they're not us. They're not the world's greatest tag team.
Hey, April 13th, Steel Crawford, challenge out to you yourself. Those hard cowards.
So, Mark, man, LA Hustlers, man, they've been a mainstay for American Hostile. So, talk to me about these guys.
Yeah, me and the Hustlers go way back, man, and they were the original AHCW tag team champs, man, back in October of 2018 in Kennett, Missouri was our very first show in Missouri, and they took the titles, man, and had them for a while there, and then I think they've had them since then, and then now they're looking to become the 3-time tag team champs for AHCW. Of course, those guys tour around, man. They've been a lot of places, man. So glad to have them back in AHCW.
Hey, Mark, I'm getting a phone call. This is Tim Davis. Let's answer this and just see what Tim's got to say. Tim.
Homie.
Hey, you are on live. Everybody can hear you. What's up, dude?
Man, what you got me on live for, man?
Because we're live. When you call me when we're live, that's what happens, dude. If you want to talk to me privately.
You knew we were doing this. You just trying to butt in.
So what's on your mind, Tim?
I can tell you something, man. What my shoot job, the coincidence. I was just telling my wife, it's what a coincidence. My shoot job is for Goodyear. I work for Goodyear. I went to a place today called Man's Wrecker.
I know who it is.
And I went in there and did not have a clue he owned that place.
Right.
And he wasn't there today, but I said, man, I'm fixing to get some tire sales out of this cat because me and him's got a lot of shit to talk about.
Look, for everybody who don't know, he's talking about Terry Golden, the owner and founder of Kick-Ass Wrestling, owner and founder of Memphis Championship Wrestling, the WWE developmental in the 2000s. So you called me just to tell me that live while I'm on a podcast, Tim?
I didn't know you was live, man. I just got home and I just figured I'd call you. I knew you.
Tell him who you're live with.
He's already done 2 podcasts this week or something, and I was like, damn, surely he's not doing another podcast tonight, but I guess I'll get on there and check your podcast out.
All right, you know who I'm live with, man?
Who?
Just take a wild guess.
I'm going to say Eric, by God, greater than great Hayes.
No, that's a week away,
you tell
dude.
him it's that motherfucker that put him in a mop bucket.
Hey, he said he's live with the motherfucker that put you in a mop bucket, Tim. So talk to him.
Oh my God, Mark Southern.
Right, man.
If I get on YouTube right quick and I call in, can you put me on there with him where I can tell him how big of a piece of shit he is?
You want me to send him a link, Mark?
Send him a link because he needs to tell that mop bucket story on the show tonight.
How big of a piece of shit Mark Southern is.
All right, look, Tim, I'm finna hang up with you and I'm gonna send you a link.
Messenger, is that where you go?
Yeah, I'll send it to you on Messenger, dude.
All right, bye.
All right, man. Lord Jesus, I knew this was going to be an exciting night, Mark. Look, the barbecue man's here before I do this. He says, AHCW is always quality show, one of the top shows in the Mid-South. The Missouri Bad Boys are legends. Always proud to host the Bad Boys. Double J, man. JJ.
That's right. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate those kind words, man. AHCW is trying to be the best in the Mid-South, so hopefully we're headed that way.
All right, Mark, talk a minute while I'm doing this shit. I can't talk and chew bubblegum at the same fucking time, man.
All right, man. Hey, we got a stack card for you. We'll have legends like T-Pain, $1 Million Baby will be on the card. Here in Campbell, Missouri, we got some let's see, some guys from St. Louis coming down. Morgan will be making his first trip to AHCW. Justin main event coming back. We got Miss Hyde, who's going to take on the $1 Million Baby, and that's going to be a well of a women's match, man. And then semi-main event, we got the Hustlers and Steel Cross. And then the main event, Denzel Rollins and Bullwhip Ballard. We also got Jason Vaughn that's going to be in the house too, man. And we got a rookie sensation from the Rhodes Wrestling Academy. Just graduated from Dustin Rhodes Wrestling School, and it'll be his first match, Buster.
That's what you was telling me, man. We're going to pull some of these graphics of some of these folks up. Look, while we're waiting on Tim to get in here, let's check out what Steel Cross had to say, because they had a rebuttal for the LA Hustlers. Let's check this out, and it'll give Tim time to get on, and then let the chaos begin, man.
April 13th, American Hostile Championship Wrestling. Steel Cross here. Will be in Campbell, Missouri.
And Hustlers, we seen your little promo. Everything you said was pretty much irrelevant. We are the best tag team around. And come April 13th, Campbell, Missouri, it's going to be no different. We're going to come in, take the tag titles like we do everywhere, and we're going to go out for the night.
And send you boys back to LA with a beating of your life.
All right, Mark.
Going back to LA with the beating of their life, boy.
Hey, it's a hell of a matchup. Look, Tim's down here. Let me get him up here, and then we'll talk about Steel Cross.
All right.
Tim.
What up, man?
What's
must
up,
have been
dude?
right around the corner.
Hey, brother, I had to have my hat on, Buster, because I know us dang Missouri rednecks probably got a Missouri hat on. I can't see, but he's probably got a Missouri something on.
So
I'm
look,
representing American Hostile tonight.
let's talk about Steel Cross for just a second. Then I want to hear about this mop bucket incident, y'all. I want to hear about this. So look, guys, Steel Cross versus the LA Hustlers this Saturday night, Campbell, Missouri. This is a main event match anywhere. Both of these teams are multi-time tag team champions in multi-different companies. The Hustlers got so many tag team titles under their belt, I can't even keep up with them. Steel Cross is working their way that same way. So y'all give me y'all's thoughts on this matchup and how you think it'll play out. Mark, let's start with you. How do you think this matchup will play out?
Well, I'm going to say this. I don't know, Buster, man. If Justin Case don't get involved, I think maybe the Hustlers will win.
Tim, you know anything about, I know you know about the Hustlers. You know anything about Steel Cross?
Oh, yeah, man. I just got involved with Alex Cross a couple weeks ago at TIWF. I was out there at a show with him maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I know him. When he started out, I booked him in Dyersburg on a show. I know both the Hustlers. Man, I believe that'd be something worth me taking a ride across the river to watch, because that right there is going to be a main event, man. Whoever booked that show, man, done a good job on that match. I don't know who that was, but whoever booked it, that right there is a match that anybody, that's worth the price of admission right there.
So look, you mentioned Justin Case, and he popped right on as you mentioned him. Of course, he said, I'm leaving
you
now.
bringing somebody off, Davis.
He said, I'm leaving now. Tim Davis sucks, man. So, Tim, you're just running people off, dude.
I'm with you, Justin Case.
Hey, why don't you ask Justin Case about my 8-year-old grandson whooping his ass one night? Why don't you ask him about that? Why don't you get him on the show sometime?
Well, look, since we're talking about Justin, he actually had a few words. Let's see what Justin had to say, and then let's come back and give some predictions on the Hustlers versus Steel Cross. Here's what Justin had to say.
I see a long driveway going to the highway. I'm going to take this driveway on April 13th, and I'm going to take that highway to Campbell, Missouri. American Hostile Championship Wrestling returns to Campbell, Missouri. And how can you have wrestling there without Justin Case? I'll see you there April 13th.
Let me start out. Let me start out, Buster. Did you hear the wind in the background? There's no chance in hell this fat ass will ever get blowed away anywhere.
Damn. Damn. So let me ask you this. You and Justin got heat?
Yeah, we got heat, man. I can't stand him. Don't know.
Well, I need to
I'm
book that
telling you.
match. I can
There
book
you
it.
go.
Let me tell you something. I have
Just come
heat
to
with the
camp and
guy.
we'll book that.
I've got heat with the guy that put him in the business in this area. And we know who that is.
I actually don't. Who is it?
Well, the one that he is promoting right now, that was the first actual time that he ever come around Tennessee. In the Dyersburg, New Bern, Missouri. He started out at AHCW before he started getting his fingers into to EIW or TIWF. He got it all from freaking Mark Southern. Mark Southern is the cancer that brought Justin Case into this area.
So look, Mark, let's get some prediction, then we're going to talk about this mop bucket incident. So, Steel Cross, LA Hustlers. Tim, what's your prediction? Who wins this match Saturday night?
I'm going to go with LA Hustlers, man.
Mark, who you got?
Oh, I got to say Steel Cross now. They're going to, as JJ said, they're going to beat the cripples out of the Hustlers. Going to cripple them.
So we 1 for 1 right now. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. This
I
is
would
a
never
hard
agree
one for
with
me.
Tim Davis. I would
There
never.
you go.
I believe Lamont's gonna come in on the hot tag, do a drop kick like Ricky Morton used to do, and then we're gonna do a elbow off the second rope, and we're gonna go to McDonald's and have cheeseburgers and smoke cigarettes the rest of the night on the cheap ass POW, on the cheap ass PO that AHCW gives these guys.
Hey, you can't be giving away the secrets now. I'm not a cheap guy. That's why that card's loaded with talent, baby. I pay my guys good.
Hey, you even sometimes pay them in advance, right? I heard a little
That's
story,
right.
Mark.
Hey,
I heard
I'll
a
tell you
little
what,
story.
I paid a guy $100 to be at this show, and he ain't even went and got his stuff, man. So I'm already screwed over.
Man, I bet you cashed out this motherfucker that money too, didn't you?
Do not ever hashtag Cash App Luke Justice. Do never do that.
Man.
Damn, man. I'm gonna have to put the wanted poster back up there of Luke Justice, the Cash App Bandit, man.
Yeah, you got to do it. Wanted once again.
So tell me, Mark, you got heat with Luke Justice now?
I do. Sent him $100 to get his physical and blood work, and never got it done.
Damn, bad business, man. Bad business comes back on you.
First guy to message me. I want to be on the show. I want to be on the show.
Look, Eric Hayes is with us. He says, "Good evening, fellas." Eric, what's up, dude? I can't wait
Eric
for our
Hayes,
show. Looking forward to
it.
I
beat up the whole Hayes family. I done beat Eric, Ricky, Michael Hayes, Chris Hayes, Mama Hayes, Tim Hayes,
Ricky Hayes.
So look, the barbecue man's with us, and he said Steel Cross will cripple the elders. So he's got Steel Cross in here. I never gave my prediction, man.
Man, I wish Lamont and Bradley come on and talk a bunch of what's going to happen at this Campbell, Missouri show, because Mark Southern knows that when it comes down to the final, just say 5 minutes of the match, that's when the Hustlers actually turn it on. That's when they actually turn it on. They let all these people think for the whole match that we got these guys. And then that one little slip up, Lamont or Bradley's going to take advantage. And is this for the belts, Mark? Is this for the belts?
This is for the tag team titles.
Okay, so I predict right now, and I love the Hustlers. They're really, really close friends of mine. I almost was involved in a riot one night with them. So they're really close to me, and I predict that they will be the AHCW tag team champs.
Well, look, guys, just in case, he always, anywhere he goes, he's trouble. He's trouble walking. And he says, I'm going to make sure the team that deserves to win wins. And here's the thing. Justin Case has actually managed both of these teams. I mean, it's not been that long ago that he was, I can't hear you, Mark.
Yeah.
Do what?
Whose corner is he going to be in, I wonder?
That's what I'm wondering. You know, he was less than a year ago, he was managing Steel Cross. He's managed the Hustlers on and off for a long time. Matter of fact, the last time we did an AHCW a show that I was on, if I'm thinking right, he actually turned on the Moonshiners and went with the LA Hustlers, right?
That's right. That July the 4th show we did last
Wow.
year.
Right.
That shows you what kind of person Justin Case is, man. That shows you. That's the kind of people I don't want to get involved with, man.
So look, Eric Hayes, he says hashtag Rat Pack, baby. So look, guys, I'm gonna give my prediction so we can move on. Honestly, and I'm torn between this one. I want to say a draw, but I'm gonna go with Steel Cross on this one too. I just think that they got the momentum behind them. Not that the Hustlers don't.
Damn, Buster, whose team you on, man?
Dude, the Hustlers. Hey, that's me. I'm a unbiased guy on the situation. The Hustlers are always on top. They've been on top for a long time around our territory. Steel Cross is coming for that spot. I told y'all over a year ago when they were ranked number 3, these were the guys to watch out for. These guys here, out of all, you got your stars, you had the Posse, you had the Hustlers, but Steel Cross was that dark horse team that I seen. I got to watch these dudes a whole bunch live at TIWF, and I seen what their potential could be. And we're going to find out, and I just think Steel Cross is going to take it. I think Steel Cross is your new AHCW Tag Team Champions, guys.
Can I throw something in there right quick?
Yes, you can, man.
Buster, this you can cuss on this show, can't you?
Well, obviously, man. I wouldn't be doing this, motherfucker, if I couldn't cuss, Tim.
Mark, man, you're an ugly motherfucker, man. You have got to be one of the ugliest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. That fucking beard. That beard you got, that needs to go.
Man, I bet you two motherfuckers love each other, man. I bet when y'all meet each other, first thing y'all do is hug, ain't it?
No,
that was a time. There was a time when I loved Mark Southern, but I've grown to hate him over the years. And I mean, when he gets to the mop bucket story, you'll understand why.
Hey, I mean, look, I done put his kid's face in a cake before. Just shove it right in.
Let's talk about this mop bucket story so we can start pulling up some of these graphics and some of these talent.
Let me tell my part of it first.
All right.
You've been to EIW. You know the building where me and you started out together at Newbern. You know the building.
Right.
Okay, it doesn't matter how many times you mop that floor. You can bring a brand new mop in that sumbitch from Lowe's, mop it 15 times, and then go get another brand new mop at Lowe's and come in, and that mop water will still be nasty black. Got it, rat turds, all kind of shit in it. So we had some guys up there that was cleaning the building, and they usually got in there about, say, 1 o'clock and mopped the floor and stuff. So instead of them dumping the mop water, the mop water got left, and it was left out there in like the corner of the building. So we did a Tennessee street fight up there, and me and Mark was together. I always stayed away from Forrest because he was too fucking dangerous, man. He was too fucking. I mean, he just. I always told Ricky or Mike, I'd say, "Well, go ahead." I mean, I wasn't gonna mark out for Steph on this damn podcast, but anyway, Steph. Okay, he was Steph. So I always told Ricky or Mike, I said, "I'm not going with that fucking lunatic right there, man. I'm not going with him. I'll go with Mark, man," which it always wound up. I always went back to the lunatic anyway, because I mean, time you get out there and you get all you're wherever. So me and Mark get back together, and we come down to, the side Sam was sitting on that night, Buster.
Right.
Okay, we come down that wall. Me and Mark come down that wall. He was beating the shit out of me. I mean, he wasn't giving me nothing, but he was just beating the shit out of me. And then we got up there, and I think I hit him with a cookie sheet or some shit. And then he went down. And when he went down beside this mop bucket. Well, so much had a damn mop in it. Nasty rat turd shit all over it. And this fucker got this mop out of that bucket and just washed my face with that mop. So that's the mop bucket story, but it's not over. This was around about the same time me and Holly, he knows who Holly is, my wife, but this was around about the same time me and Holly got married or got together at least. So we come after the mop story. You remember this. After the mop, we went around the building by the big, we just kept on coming around the building. And the announcer's table was over on the far side. So then it wasn't enough. He put my face through a mop bucket. He throwed me through an announcer's table. A 16-penny nail went through my face.
Ooh.
You remember that?
That's what they told us, don't break the table, right?
Yeah, a 16-penny nail. Yeah, they did say that. Me and Mark never listened. They said, please don't break the announcer's table, please. And that some bitch had 2x6s in it, 2x4s. That some bitch had wood. But he told me through that thing, and it shoved a nail up in my jaw right there. And when I got home, Holly super glued me and stuff back. And we tell that story all the time, me and her talking about it and stuff. But, we can go all day about talking about the mop bucket story and everything. But if I had it to do all over again, I would never have chose anybody else to do that with, because in my time, we kind of pick and choose who we went with. And I always felt safe with Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mark,
He trying to give you a fucking disease for life.
You gotta take.
Hey, I was trying to clean him up. It ain't my fault that they got a dirty ass mop bucket.
That motherfucker dipped that mop right in the sewer pond and right in your face.
It probably comes straight out of that lagoon around back.
You got to take the good with the bad, man. But hey, Mark, just while you're on here, this story come up the other night. I mean, not even 2 or 3 days ago. I got them grandbabies now. So this 10-year-old I told a story the other night. I said, man, I'll never forget Jim Hutchins' kid. Bo Hutchins, Princeton. Bo Hutchins give this motherfucker permission to whoop his fucking kid with a belt. To whoop him with a belt. And the dude wasn't about 8 or 10 years old. And I was telling that story just the other night. And I said, man, if Mark Southern beat my grandkid like he did Bo Hutchins' son that night, I'd beat the shit out of him.
Hey, they don't call him the fucking Missouri bad boy for nothing, man. Shit, man.
Tim, tell him what my nickname you gave me was.
The Kid Killer.
Kid Killer, Buster. Over my 32 years, I whooped 3 kids. I whooped that one with the belt. I pile drive Ricky Murdoch's little 3-year-old kid in the ring.
I remember that.
And then I whooped Kilo. I whooped little D-Lo when he was a baby. I whooped him too. Kids ain't got no business around the wrestling ring.
Right. Look, Eric's with us. He said Forrest was one of the lightest people I ever worked with.
He liked him. He didn't like me.
Look, Justin Case is back with us. He said, I think everyone pissed in it before your head went in it.
That's a locker room pisser. Remember, we didn't have a bathroom back then.
I'm going to be honest with you, Tim. As you was telling me that story, I kind of feel like Mark give the helpers a few bucks to leave that mop bucket there on purpose, dude.
You're right. But I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna worry about the mop bucket deal, because I mean, we've laughed about that over the last 20 years. What do you think? 15 years, 20 years?
Oh, ever since it happened.
Anyway, we've laughed about that, but honest to God, man, I'll talk a bunch of shit about Mark when I got on here, but he's always been a friend, man, and I wouldn't have never done it without nobody but him.
I hear you. I knew you motherfuckers would hug each other if you seen each other.
I'm gonna hug him out. I'll hug him out, man, because I believe he's come a long way since the Missouri Bad Boys.
And there it is.
But hey, man, like I was telling you earlier, I ain't gonna set. Man, we're gonna go over this card right here in just a second. But what I was telling you earlier, Terry Story deal. That Terry Story deal, man. That guy's got like, man, I've counted the records today, man. He's got like 15 or 20 records, and I mean, I figure me coming in there talking, wrestling with him, I might get a little business there. Yeah, man. Now I'm talking about getting a little business,
Yeah, I think it's the biggest record service around our area.
Dude, like, man, he's huge. He's huge. I didn't know that he owned that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Hey, but anyway, what's up on Campbell, Missouri this weekend? I know the Steel Cross LA Hustlers. What else is it?
Well, look, let's pull up a little talent, y'all. And Mark can tell. Some of these guys I know, some of them I don't. The ones I don't know, Mark can fill us in. Let's just start pulling them up and go, and we can talk about them a little bit. Let me get them up here. Let's pull up this kid right here, Mark. He is, I think he's out of the Dustin Rhodes Academy, maybe.
Yeah, that is DK Moore. He graduated in, I believe, in the 8th class of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy, man, if I'm not mistaken. He'll be coming in for us. This will be his first wrestling match on a card besides at the graduation academy there, man. Let me answer Eric Hayes here, man. Eric Hayes talking about Keith Bryant was the best bad boy.
Put him on the microphone. Anybody who calls us tonight, they go live. Put him on the mic, man.
Yeah. Oh, Eric Hayes, you know better than that, boy. But yeah, that's DK Moore, man, fresh out of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy. First match. So he's gonna he's excited to come, man. We're glad to have him.
How long has he actually been wrestling, Mark? You got any idea?
This will be his first match. I think he went 8 months through the academy, man.
Well, that's a good spot to break you in at, man. Good show, good talent to work with. Should be interesting, man. I'm assuming being trained at the Rhodes Wrestling Academy, there ain't no doubt in my mind these guys are well trained.
Oh, ain't no doubt about it. I watched film on him, man. He's ready to go.
So look,
there's somebody right there. There's somebody right there. I know
these two, man. Premier Pro Stars.
I just talked to T-Pain yesterday.
Yeah, did you? He's a good dude. Of course, him and Baby will be there, and glad to have them, man. Of course, they Premier Pro Stars, and then the organization she's with, the ladies' organization, they're Liberty Pro, I believe it is.
Liberty Pro. Both of them work there. They both.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's right. That's right. I forgot about Payne. Ease his way up in there.
There you go.
Smart man.
Right.
Hey, the wife's there. I might as well be there at work too.
And let me ask you this: since I got these two on here, you got any idea who Payne's opponent might be? Or if you do, can you tell us anything?
That is yet to be determined on his match, but I can tell you she will be wrestling Miss Hyde out of St. Louis, who carries a bullwhip with her, so that's going to be interesting. See if that bullwhip will come into play.
And I got a graphic of Miss Hyde. Let me pull this graphic up so everybody can kind of get a look at her. She's actually worked at AHCW, at least once before? Oh, has it been a few?
Yeah, we've had her about 3 times. I believe this will be her 4th time.
Yeah, the last time I seen her, she was, I can't remember where we were. It's one of them high schools that had the old wooden floor, man. Nice place, though, man. Her and,
sound like Gibson, man.
Her and JPJ tagged up against, hell, I don't even remember, Mark. You know better than I do, but Miss Hyde.
She's probably in Cooter with us.
I think it was. Talented lady, though, man. The crowd loved her. Highly talented, man. Really super talented. Look, Eric Hayes is back with us. He said Keith Bryant was the best bad boy. Damn.
Eric Hayes been drinking tonight.
And we got.
I'll be sure to tell Cookie that.
Angie Vesely just says I are one. So I
think she said AHCW is number 1.
That's what I think too, man. So,
Hey, speaking of
you
Miss
got
Hyde
me?
right there, she owns American Championship Wrestling up in St. Louis.
Oh, I didn't know that. Had no clue,
Yes.
man. And now she's going to be taking on the $1 Million Baby, who is currently the Premier Pro Women's Champion.
There you go.
And I'm not, don't quote me on this, but I think she's maybe still one half of the Liberty Pro Tag Team Champions, but I could be wrong about that now.
That's going to be a good match. I'm going to tell you right now, man. They
So
both can go.
Exactly. So talk to me about this matchup here. I think that's going to be a hell of a matchup too. And let's kind of get our opinions and get a little prediction on who we think's going to take the Duke in this one.
I got to go with a $1 Million Baby on this one.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Damn, we agree on something.
We did that time, man.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's unanimous on that one. I think $1 Million Baby's gonna take it. She's been on a roll lately, man. Her and Payne both, not just in wrestling, in everything, in wrestling, in life. They've been on a roll. The momentum's with them, and I think that $1 Million Baby will definitely take that one. Let me see who else I got here, Mark. Let's see who we got, man. Let's pull him up, man. One of the most talented dudes around, man. There's no denying Denzel in the wrestling ring. One of the absolute best in-ring pro wrestlers around our area.
Yeah, he's a technician, man. He's got it all. He can work the mic. He can work the ring. His looks are good. I mean, he could go places, man.
I think the same thing.
He could be your next champ.
Dude, I don't think he's even come close to reaching his potential yet. In my opinion, man, I think this guy really, the sky's the limit for him. If you want to know the truth, I think it's all up to him. I think it's how bad he wants it and how far he wants to take it.
Hey, Mark.
He did good when he got himself away from Justin Case.
Man, I'd have to. Hey, Mark, if I was coming down the ramp with that guy in the ring, man, I'd have to cut the Backstreet Boys off, turn around, and take my ass to the car.
Get on out.
Yeah, Denzel will tie your ass up in a knot.
He sure will. He will stretch you like old time.
Hey, you be wanting that mop bucket and mop, man. You be looking for it, dude. So let me pull up some more people. I'm anxious about this show, dude. I'm actually nervous. Like we said in the opening, me and Mark gonna be on the announcers, the commentator table. Been a while since I've done that. Of course, I talk all the time anyway, so I don't guess it matters. But a little nervous. Ain't no doubt about it in my mind. I'm a little nervous.
Man, don't be nervous. Dude, don't be nervous, man. You the Rock, man. You the man.
I'm always nervous. Justin Main Event, dude. Talk to me about Justin Main Event, Mark, because here's the thing. I've seen him live once or twice, but I do not know a whole lot about him. So enlighten us about this guy, dude.
Justin Main Event is a veteran from the St. Louis area. So he's coming down to see what he can do at AHCW. He's been with us a time or two. He did work the Cooter show with us. And then he's coming in to make a name for himself. And I believe he might be the one wrestling T-Pain. So that might be an interesting matchup as well.
I like that matchup. I do. I like that. That will be a good matchup. Tim, you know anything about Justin Main Event?
No, man. Anytime you see somebody on the screen here, you put somebody, over the last several years that I've been involved in wrestling, I always look at somebody and I say, man, he favors this guy or favors this guy or favors this guy. At the beginning, I thought there was a guy that looked like Kilo. Now I'm thinking there's a guy that looks like Killer's son.
Yes. Hey, man. Look, speaking of Wesley, man, I don't know if y'all know this, but he's been going through some stuff, man. He's been in the hospital. He had at least one part of one of his legs removed.
Damn.
Oh, man.
dude, just over the last couple of weeks, man, I don't know no details. I only know the little bit I've been able to pick up off Facebook. But you know, me and Wesley hooked up a couple years ago. Well, probably about a year and a half ago now, and that's how I got all the tapes from killer shows.
Right.
You know,
I wondered where you got that stuff.
Wesley, man, me and him were talking, and he had it, and it's all VHS tape, so I had to transfer.
That's right. It's got to be VHS.
I had to transfer it all, and I still ain't through with it, man. I've got a ton of killer shows left to do, and a ton of all other shows that I normally put on. But man, Wesley, dude, I mean, really, he's going through some tough times. Anybody out there, send your good vibes and your prayers to Wesley Gines. Tough young man, dude, but this dude does kind of look like Wesley. I will say that, man.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
You know, the dude at the beginning I thought was Kilo.
Kind of looked like a young Kilo. So look, Justin's back with us. He said, I just might slap the hell out of Denzel.
Y'all talk about that for a minute.
He said, I just might slap the hell out of Denzel Saturday night. Man, I don't know if I'd want to be slapping Denzel if I'm Justin Case, because Justin Case kind of like me. He's a little too plump to be running very far, man. I don't run. I either got to get my ass whooped or whatever, but I don't know if I'd be slapping Denzel. What do you think, Tim?
Buster, Mark's left for a minute, but I'm gonna give you an instruction for is it Saturday night? Yes, Saturday night, right?
Saturday night.
Is it Saturday night, Buster?
Saturday night. This Saturday night, Campbell, Missouri.
Okay. I'm gonna give you an instruction. I will cash app you $25. I'll cash app you $25 more to put on somebody's PO in that dress room. It don't matter who it is. I will cash app you $25 extra to put on somebody's PO if they slap the shit out of Justin Case. I'm talking about a slap for shoot. Slap. Boom. Pow. Just as hard as they can. Just slap the shit out of it.
Man, I wish I had the Batman effects. Hey, dude, I wish I had the Batman effects when he went boom, pow, dude. There you go, man. So yeah. What you're saying is if I can get somebody to smack shit out of Justin Case, you're going to cash out me $50, and that way I can give somebody 25 of that 50, right?
Hell yeah, I'll do that. I will. I'll do that. I'm talking about a shoot slap. I'm talking about a shoot slap. I'm not talking about a work slap now. You better know the difference. I know Hellraiser knows the difference.
Man, my work slap is a shoot slap. Man, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, there ain't no difference.
Look, Mark, Eric's back, and this is for you. He says, Mark, who is your favorite, Cookie or Cash? You put your ass on the spot, Mark. Cookie or Cash?
That's easy. That's Cookie St. James, baby.
There you go. He made the choice. It was real quick, man. I thought maybe Cookie might do some comment, and I seen him share the post earlier and talk about you were going to be on, so I thought maybe
he's
Cookie
probably
might
working, man. I think he still works second shift.
Oh, I'm glad he ain't on here, man. I'd get some shit with that.
Look, Justin come back and he says, Buster will split it, man. And I already thought about that, man. But you know, like he said, it's got to be a shoot slap. But like I said, my working slap's a shoot slap, man. I try not to. Hey, it's like power slap. I try not to hit you in your ears, Justin. I try not to hit your ears.
I really want somebody loosen them teeth up for him, really.
Man, you got a lot of heat with a lot of people there, Tim.
Why don't you show up and do the shit yourself like a real man?
Man, why you put me on the spot, man? Why you trying to get me involved, man? I'm out of wrestling, man. I don't have anything to do with it.
Told you to hit the highway, and he's going to Campbell. Now you need to hit the highway and go to Campbell.
Where you live, Tim?
Man, I ain't far from Campbell.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't know if you were in
Do you know what happens?
He's in a shithole called Friendship, Tennessee.
Man, why are you shooting my name out all over this place, man?
I know where he lives. I will find him and drag his ass to Campbell and let him and Justin Case finish it right there in an AHCW ring.
Hey, you can save your $50, Tim. I'll pick you up on the way to the show, man, and we will go to the show.
You gotta go right by there, don't you, Buster?
Hey, what we'll do, man, is we'll put that $50 up on a pole, just in case. Tim Davis.
You ain't gonna see that fat ass. You ain't gonna see fat ass Justin Case climb no damn pole.
He might not
All right.
climb it, but he might dance on that motherfucker.
You know, here's the thing, Mark. I always wondered on these pole matches, man, if it's just me, I wonder why somebody just don't grab the pole and bend it over and take whatever's on it, dude.
No flex pole.
I guess it wasn't scripted that way, Mark. I don't know, man. Hey, I heard sports entertainment's leaving and pro wrestling's coming back, dude.
That's right, baby. That's what they say.
Hell yeah.
Now,
Man, WrestleMania over the weekend, that brought it back, man.
Let me ask you guys this.
This is Mark Morgan right here. He's going to be debuting for us as well. That's another guy coming in from the St. Louis area, trying to make his name here in Southeast Missouri for AHCW. And I think he's going to be taking on Jason Vaughn. Jason Vaughn, of course, been with AHCW since day one, so we'll see what Mr. Morgan there can do against Jason Vaughn.
Well, let me ask you this, Mark. Are we getting Jason Vaughn the moonshiner, or are we getting Jason Vaughn the All-American Jason Vaughn? Because I got a picture of him right here. I'm pulling up now. In this picture, he's a moonshiner, but which version you think we're going to get, Mark?
Man, I don't know. He hasn't yet to tell me. I know what I would say probably the moonshiner.
Yeah, he likes to drink too much not to be a moonshiner, huh?
That's right. And plus, he can use that shine a little bit to his advantage.
Say, Buster, that's what I'm telling you about a while ago right there, man. You put these pictures up and it brings back somebody's memory. What was Rodeo's partner, the Littles? What was his name?
Mikey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike
was from Batesville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Broadway. Look,
Yeah,
Eric
dude,
Hayes is back. He says Mark is scared to book Team Redneck, man. Speaking of Team Redneck, where the fuck is Eric? I mean, not Eric. Where the fuck is Chris? Man, I have not seen Chris in any shows or anything in a long ass time. Where is he? Any of y'all know?
I think Chris has stepped away from the business for a little while. His kids are at the age where he's enjoying life with them, man, going to the games, and of course they're all into sports now. So, you know, they're not babies running around in the locker room no more. So
I understand that, man. Sometimes you do got to step away. Look, Eric J is my dude, man. Me and Eric J's buddies. He's a faithful Premier Pro guy. He's coming Saturday. He says, enjoying the show, Big Buster. I ain't ever met this Tim Davis, but I can tell he's a smart man by his hat. Making fans, Tim, right already, man.
And you thought I'd eat whatever damn body.
Look, just in case.
You notice Tim Davis has been eating this whole damn show, shoving that fucking mouth. All he's done.
Jelly beans, bro. Jelly beans.
It's just like being in the locker room in the back. Always got to have something in his mouth.
Look at you, motherfucker. All you got to have in your mouth is a fucking Michelob Ultra.
Are you eating all fucking black jelly beans? Or is that just the ones that's left?
I eat around them, man.
So look, just in case is back, he says, that was my idea, and he screwed that gimmick up too. I'm lost. I don't know what gimmick. The moonshiner?
He's talking about the moonshiner gimmick.
Right.
Hey, he turned on the moonshiners, didn't he?
I said that earlier, man. The last show me and Mike commentated on, he sure did. He turned on the moonshiners. The LA Hustlers re-won the tag team titles that night, if I remember right, because of Justin Case, man.
And he had Aaron turn on Jack Parker, man.
Eric says back with his wife talking about Chris. Okay, I didn't know there was no issues there. I just knew I hadn't seen Chris anywhere in a while now. Hell, it's been probably 6-7 months since I remember seeing Chris anywhere, maybe longer. Who knows?
Don't count him out, though, because we just started running again, so you never know. He might pop back up.
I kind of figured he might have been going to be on this show, man. All right. Look, we got 2 more pictures to pull up, and I'm going to pull this one up just for Mark, man, since we mentioned him earlier. He was originally going to be on the show. I don't think he's going to be there now. So, Mark, you got Luke Justice right there. Talk to him, man.
Luke Justice, you get the fuck off this podcast, and you will never work for AHCW again, son. Send me my $100 too. That's Cash App, Mizzou Bad Boy. You know what it is.
And look, hold on a minute. Now, let's be honest. Luke is a fucking talented kid in the ring. Man, he really is. He can fucking go in the ring. And I've told him this myself. I believe he ought to quit trying to run shows and book shows and ought to focus solely on becoming a talent, being a talent. I think if he did that, anytime you run shows or you're a booker, it's the heat spot. Luke's got a habit of getting heat anyway. So being in the heat spot don't help at all. But man, this dude can fucking work in the ring. He's got size now. He's got a look about him. What's y'all's thoughts on that, man?
I'm going to tell you what, Buster, you can have all the talent in the world, but what you do behind scenes is going to make where you go. And that kid ain't going to go nowhere because he done burned a lot of bridges, not only with me. You can look right down at Eric Hayes' comment. Me and him have heat if he shows up at a show. See what I'm saying? Just with that alone. And I know there's another company that I talked to earlier today that he won't work for because of what he did to me. So, I mean, you burning bridges, man. You can't go nowhere if there's no bridges to cross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize him and Eric had any heat at all, man.
I guarantee you it involves money.
I'm still waiting on my fucking cash out, man. What are you talking about? You should have just cashed out me.
It's been 2 years.
Hey, you could have cashed out me 50 and saved 50, and you'd have still been 50 ahead right now, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but that's all right. I'm gonna tell you this story. This karma's a bitch, you know. So he had a show booked tomorrow night in Blytheville, Arkansas, I believe it is. He needed a ring. Well, I just bought the ring that he's been using, so he has no ring now. So therefore, I don't guess he's gonna have a show tomorrow night. So there you go. You see what I'm saying? He could have had a good deal on the ring if he would have just got his shit done and do what you're supposed to do as a person, as a human being. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
let him go get. Hey, I heard Michael Shaw was giving rings away.
He actually got his money this weekend, I think. I talked to him today.
Yeah, did he? Did he?
Finally, been 3 months.
Yeah.
So who bought his ring?
No, nobody bought it. They stole it.
Hey, man, Buster. Let me tell you something, man. A guy gets on live video and talks about how he got ripped out of a ring. How many? So I mean, why would you get on live Facebook and talk about I got ripped out of money when you the dumb son of a bitch that give it to him?
So he gave the ring to somebody or let them have it with the intention that they were going to pay for it, and they just never paid.
This is the fucking wrestling business, dude. It's the fucking wrestling business, man. Why would you trust somebody like that? I like Little Shaw, man. I ain't cutting him out. But, I mean, Little Shaw, he should have known, man. The dude's going to, I mean, you don't do shit like that.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. Here's the thing. And we're talking
It'd be
about
like me giving mine to Alan Walker, Mark.
We're talking about Mike, right? Mike Shaw?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, when he opened SPW in Brownsville, man, here's the thing. He was able to get the building, he got the ring, got it all set up. Man, if he would just get him a booker that actually knew what the fuck to do with wrestlers, or even listen, because I was there when SPW first started, and I tried to offer him advice several times on things to do and not to do. I just went there. Mark was on the very first show. I was filming and ended up announcing while I was there commentating. But man, if he would, look, here's the thing: if he would concentrate on maybe just being a promoter and getting him a booker that knows what to do with wrestlers and wrestling, that he can trust and would let them book, he could be a success in the wrestling business, man. But you know, you got to have experience in this business to be a booker. It's as simple as that.
I can see that. I can see on, like, just putting AHCW out there. You know, I always, toward the end of my booking, when I was booking, I always understood that if I was going to book, I didn't need to be a part of the show. And I believe the booker for AHCW is not a part of the show.
Right.
So, you know, that's always been a given. If you're going to be the booker, you don't need to be part of the show.
Well, it boils down to AEW right now. When are you going to realize you do not have the experience to make this work? It's as simple as that. So, some guys never will. Some guys, no matter what they come up with and how bad it does, they know better. And I mean, you get what you get when you do like that, man. And I like Mike Shaw, man. Me and Mike Shaw get face to face, man. I like him, but
hey, man, his shoot job is like construction. And dude, I turned him onto a roof one time, man. And dude, he cut me in on it a little bit. You know, he gave me like a little commission for giving him the job and all. But after it was all over, it was a friend of mine. After it was all over, I went over and looked at it, man. The dude does quality work, man. I mean, the dude's great. I mean, but you know, and I like Mike Shaw. I love his wife to death, man. She's done some stuff for me, you know, over there at her print shop and stuff. But you know, he's gullible, man. He trusts these people way too much. And I mean, like we go back to saying it again, this is the wrestling business. You're gonna get screwed in the wrestling business somewhere or another sometime if you let it happen.
Right.
I mean, I mean, you know, we talked about it just the other day, man. You know, wrestling. This is something that some people may know, but this is way back in the day. I'm not going to mention any names. Don't even want to mention names. But you commonly hear brotherhood in the wrestling business a lot. You know, I told it the other day. I'm not going to repeat what I said, but I mean, between you and the other guy sitting there on the screen, you know who my brothers are in the wrestling business. I mean, the ones that got me involved in wrestling, the ones that I was doing a lot of stuff with, which would be Mark, Forrest, Cookie, Joey, Keith, Ricky, Mike, Eric, Chris, Mike Dial, you know, them. And that's the brotherhood I've got. But you commonly see people talk about brotherhood all the time. And I remember a show I went to one time. Me and Mike was waiting on Ricky to get there. Mike had lived in Murray, Kentucky. It was one of our street fights, Mark, at Country Nights. Jukebox Cafe. I'll never forget it, man. Me and Mike was in the parking lot waiting on Ricky. And there was an announcer there, had a good looking ass wife. And one of the guys that was a wrestler was in the parking lot banging the announcer's wife. Do you remember that, Mark?
Yeah, I can tell you who it is.
I don't want you to tell that because I'm not shooting off on the phone.
I ain't gonna tell it.
Hey, we can't be responsible for no divorces on here, man.
No, but a lot of people, you hear that. Your podcast, you hear it a lot about brotherhood. And the person that says that a lot of the times is the guy that this deal right here that we're talking about. And, you know, that's not brotherhood in my life.
Right. It's thrown around. Used to, you didn't have to say it. You knew it. Nowadays, the word, it's just a word, man. It's just a word that gets thrown around. And it gets thrown around willy-nilly. Look, Justin Case is back, and he said, yeah, I remember myself, Team Redneck beating the hell out of you, Mike, and Ricky.
Man, is there a way where you can just block Justin Case?
Hey, is anybody not beating up Tim Davis and Ricky Hayes and Mike Dow? I beat them up. Is anybody not beating them up, huh? Yeah. I beat them up for 30 years.
Damn.
Hey, you see how big I've got? You see how big Mark's got? Mark's the one that taught me about putting big salve under my nose.
Man, look, Ripley Prim, y'all know about Tiger Bomb?
Yes, God, dog.
Man,
that'll light that ass on fire.
God, I don't see how they do it. Look, one night in Osceola, I tweaked my knee a little bit, and when I come back to the dressing room, but I didn't have nothing to put on it. So Ripley gives me this Tiger Bomb shit.
No.
And look, I didn't sit there and watch these motherfuckers week after week putting some of this shit in their nose a little bit to keep their sinuses open. I put this shit on my fucking knee. I get dressed, it's wrapped up. Man, within about 30 minutes, I was stripping back down, pulling all that shit up. I don't see how the fuck. It definitely fills your fucking sinuses up, man. Ain't no doubt about that. Look, guys, let's get back to AHCW this Saturday night because I got one last picture. and it's a bullwhip Ballard, and it's quite possibly the most important picture of tonight. So let's
hold on. One more thing. Tell me it's not that picture I seen of him with that belt on him as him naked. Please tell me that.
That you gotta see it. I mean, I take it that's his promo pic from now on.
Looks like an 80s wrestling picture, don't it? An 80s wrestling
Come on,
picture.
dude.
Hold on, we gotta see this.
Fabulous ones did it.
How come you never did that, Mark?
I got one.
All right.
Look, yeah.
So
Look
let's
how mean that
discuss this
champ
fucking.
looks, man. The Southern
Look at
heavyweight
this
champ
mug's
right
face, man. Look, me and my old lady sat here. Listen,
I know Bullwhip Ballard. I know Bullwhip Ballard personally, and I've always thought that he was a smart guy. But it doesn't take a Philadelphia lawyer to figure out you don't need to be sitting your naked ass on a big pile of snow. That's pretty fucking stupid.
So look, me and my old lady debated whether this was a real picture or Photoshop picture of some sort. So what y'all's opinion? Is this real or is this Memorex or make believe?
That's real, man. You know, Bill went on a vacation up in Wyoming with that belt, man. So there you go.
Yeah, I believe it's real too, man.
Let me ask you something.
Let me tell you the backstory on this picture. Okay,
Go for it.
So we're putting the event together. I tell you, I need a promo pic for the flyer, for the poster. He sent me that, not thinking I was going to do that. I said, shit, I'm going to put that on the page. And then, of course, you know, he made a big statement about this is what a real man looks like to all the women in Campbell, Missouri. And he'll be there April the 13th. I think, actually, just in case, probably, as you and I talked about, he probably hacked our page and did all that. But anyway, that's what he did. And that's where we are on this picture here.
Mark.
Hey. Look,
Mark,
Justin K says his is coming next week. Justin says his picture's coming next week, man. So, Lord Jesus, man.
That's about like his yoga class.
So let me ask you this. Is anybody going to want to win that title from this point forward? They might want to win the championship, but I know if I win that motherfucker, I'm going to be sitting there with Lysol wipes and shit. When the referee going to hand me that shit, I ain't touching it, man. I ain't touching it.
Mark, I think you need to book Hellraiser against Bullwhip Ballard Saturday night.
Hell no.
Hey, that's a Bluff City title there. That's, you know, that belt won't be up Saturday night.
Look at the look on Bullwhip's face. Look at the serious look on his face.
This AHCW belt right here.
That's nice, Mark.
There you go.
Damn, that's nice, bro.
Yes, sir.
Covered my whole head.
Nice.
Damn, that's nice.
Logo on it too.
So, Mark, we're Saturday night, Campbell, Missouri. AHCW makes its huge return, not just to Campbell, but to the wrestling business, man. And I'm excited for it, man. So talk to us and tell us bell time, ticket prices, all this good stuff, man. If you got advance tickets out, tell the people how they can get these things, man.
Yeah, man. Bell time will be 7:30. It's in Campbell, Missouri, at the Campbell Community Building. That's on Highway 62 there in Campbell. Front row is about gone. They're $12. I don't think we have very many left. And if we do, there's very few. And then every other ticket's $10, man. Not a bad seat in the house. Got 6 big events. And then, of course, all the championship belts will be on the line, and we'll all have crown new champs Saturday night and progress all the way to June the 8th will be the next show for Hostile. That would be in Wardell, Missouri. And then we're working on some towns in July. And then August, our big annual event at Rumble on the River there in Crowsville. And as I said earlier, that's going to be a Tina Cook Memorial Cup night for us there, and a big celebration of Tina's life and being our number one fan. And of course, her, passing away with cancer, her son will be there to present the winner of the first ever Tina Cook Memorial Cup.
Cool stuff,
I
man.
sure
That's
hope
one
they
thing.
don't have none of them Red Bull. I sure hope they don't have none of them Red Bull things over there to drink.
There'd be a lot to drink at that. That's a big barbecue wrestling
What they
cook-off
call them Red Bull
festivity.
things?
Energy drinks.
No, he knows what I'm talking about. What's that mixed drinks Red Bull?
I don't know.
Damn.
So look, man, AHCW always willing to do whatever to help out the community, help out these schools, man. And it's a whole new complete start, man. Like you said, like y'all kind of like wipe the slate clean. All brand new champions coming this Saturday night, man. A whole new, brand new, fresh start, new ring, new everything, man. New attitude. Mark Southern's refreshed. He's rejuvenated. It's time to bring AHCW back full force, man. And it's this Saturday night in Campbell, Missouri. Bell time's what, 7:30?
7:30, baby.
I can't wait, dude. It's going to be a blast.
Me either, man.
Buster,
And I'd like to thank
Buster,
the
I'm gonna turn one on.
city of Campbell for bringing us into town once again, and the former mayor there, Raymond, who's done a fantastic job with us, man, and helping us promote and getting ticket sales out there. And we look forward to bringing the event back to Campbell and surrounding areas in southeast Missouri, man. It's going to be great to be back, man. I'm excited. Got a great card, too.
So look, just in case, man, and I'm with Justin on this, and he says, why do they always book these outside shows when it's 109 fucking degrees outside, Mark?
I know it, right? When we did, and I'll never forget Roundhouse Revival 3 that we did, and man, it was miserable that day, and that mat was so damn hot, man. But he's right. We did the 4th of July show. It was hot, and then just August is always the cook-off in Caruthersville, so that's going to be every year show that's going to be hot. But last year it rained, was kind of messy, so we hope for no rain and be a little cooler. Hey, just in case, I got something that can cool you down. I mean, the river's right there, so I can throw your fat ass in it.
There you go. Look, Eric Hayes came back to him. He said Jaeger bomb. That's what the Red Bull.
That's it, man. That's it, man. Yeah.
Look, Justin's back. He said, I can't talk about mayors in Missouri anymore. Got me in trouble last time. So what happened, man? What happened with Justin talking about the mayor, man? I'm not a hip on to this.
I believe he got in trouble talking about the mayor of my town, Ahcw. So, yeah, got himself into a little trouble there that night at the Ahcw High School.
I hear you. So what we're saying is, hell, they might be waiting there. The police might be waiting in Campbell just to lock Justin Case right on up and take him down to the Hooskow, huh?
Yeah, I don't think no town in southeast Missouri likes Justin Case that we ever been to. He's probably the most hated guy in AHCW history.
There you go, man.
Buster, what I really think Mark needs to do is rent him a damn bus, come over and get some of these hillbillies over in Dyersburg, like Miss Beverly that totes that bat around, Big Mama and all them. He'd get all these people, all these hillbillies over here, come over there, and they'd spend their little food stamps and all that stuff over there with him. So, I mean, that's what he needs to think about doing.
You heard that, Mark. Justin's back.
Hey, y'all going right by there, pick them up on your way. They can ride with y'all. I'm sure they're all hillbillies. They ride in the back of a truck anyway. Throw them in the back of your truck, Tim Davis.
Shit, I don't even think is it even legal to ride in the back of the fucking truck anymore?
Oh, they're hillbillies. What the hell does it matter?
It may not matter to them, but if I'm the one driving and I'm getting a fucking ticket, man, it matters to me.
It's all back roads anyway.
Look, Justin Case is back. He's had the FBI calling my phone because I threatened the mayor for a shoot. LOL. Damn. We don't have to get a muzzle or get a shot collar. What we do is we put a shot collar on Justin Case, and when we know he's going to say something stupid, just hit that button, man, and fuck that right up, man. Send him screaming, dude.
Well, let's hope we don't make no threats to the mayor of Campbell on Saturday night, because I believe he will be there.
Eric Hayes is back. He says, tune in next Tuesday night for sure. I'm looking for that show to be a fucking blast, man. Next Tuesday night, me and Eric Hayes, no telling what the fuck we're going to talk about at all.
I think by God, I've got to be one of your top shows.
One of my top shows?
Yeah. Me and Mark Southern's got to be one of your top 10, man.
Oh yeah, man. Look,
Any show I'm on.
I wouldn't
put my ass over like you always do. Put my ass over like you always do, Buster. By God, you better tell them I'm the best show you ever had.
Hey, you are the drawing heat motherfucker, man. I seen that at EIW. This motherfucker would go out and open up the show, man, and just get fucking ridiculous heat, man. Fucking people wanting to throw shit, wanting to jump in the ring. It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Ask him who taught him how to get all that heat.
Hey, man, I'll never forget me and Sexy Sam giving Miss Beverly that Vagisil.
Damn. Lord Jesus. Look, Tim, I wouldn't even be doing this shit if it wasn't for Mark. Here's the thing. I get a message about 1.5 years ago or so. I don't know when. It says, hey, man, what do you think about being on our podcast? Our podcast. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, they want me to come on and be guest because I wrote some shit that started getting a lot of heat. And I know Mark's trying to capitalize on all that heat. What I didn't fucking know was I thought I was going to be there for one night, for one show, just being on their podcast. Time the podcast shows up, this motherfucker's named after me. And when it ends, when he named it after me, Buster uncovered, I thought, well, that's pretty thing. And then as we end the first night, we'll be back next week. Buster will be back next week with us. I've been doing it ever since, man.
And
they suckered me.
And then you know what happened? You know what happened after that? Cookie St. James calls me and says, man, you need to get Buster to New Bern. I said, tell him to come on. And then
I was at New Bern before that.
Hey, okay. So it is fair to say that me and Mark Southern give you your fucking boost.
Career.
Hey, man, you did, man. You was the guy that brought me into EIW to film, and then Mark was the guy, him and Mike was the guys who suckered me into doing a podcast. Now I do this motherfucker 5 nights a week some weeks, man.
Who's he talking about, Fortenberry?
Yeah. Fortenberry.
Okay.
All right, guys, look. We
Tell Mark and me right now, Buster, how fucking awesome we are.
Dude, y'all are the fucking greatest. I would not be shit if it wasn't for either one of y'all. You gave me my fucking filming career, and Mark gave me this podcast gig, man. I owe everything to you guys. Y'all are the motherfucking bee's knees.
Hey, Mark, you know what Holly just said? She said she's ashamed of me, man. I'm in the crowd.
I don't blame her.
Hey, Mark, tell Holly shut the hell up. Tell her.
No, I've told her that too many times. She's going to catch me one of these days.
She's standing right here beside me. She said, if you ever get on that damn podcast again, I'm going to kill you.
So look, before we wrap it up and get out of here, Eric's back. He says, the Hayes family are the ones to keep Tim relevant in the business all these years. Hey, they say
that's a true story, man. That's a true story, bro. That's a true damn story.
I tell you what, Hayes family is good people, man. I might talk bad about them just in character, but I got a lot of respect for that family.
Oh, man. Everybody I've talked to that any of the three come up, man, it's the same thing. Everybody loves these guys. Everybody.
That's right.
I hadn't talked to nobody yet that's had anything to say about any of the Hayes family whatsoever.
I love them all, man. Great people.
I'm sure Luke Justice got something to say.
Look, man, he's out spending Tim's 100 right now, man. That's what he's gonna pay his boys with this coming
Buster,
weekend.
you need to find that poster and throw it up on the podcast.
Dude, if it's so far down somewhere, I don't even know where the fuck it is, man.
Hey, you can throw it in after you go back and edit it or something.
There you go, guys.
Hey,
we gotta
hold on, one more thing.
Go on, Tim.
One more thing.
You totally disrupted this show, motherfucker.
Hey, Mark can say this.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna
Luke,
come to French. Yeah, I'm gonna slap Polly, and I'm gonna slap you.
would bring your ass on, motherfucker. But here's what I was gonna say. Luke Justice can do business like that, but I've done business with his whole family, and they are nothing like that.
Right. So look, Tim.
Grandfather, uncle, whatever. I've done business with all of them. One more thing.
Yeah, Money, Mike, Mark. Yeah, they're good. They're straight people.
Man, another thing I was gonna throw out there, Brody J, man, Fleetwood dude.
Yes, sir.
He's been with me several times. I've always loved Brody J, and he brought him over there with him several times. I remember one night the guy took his wooden leg off and beat the hell out of somebody with it. You know what I'm saying? That was some funny shit, man. That was some funny shit. He always was good, man. So I mean, I feel bad for Brody right now, man, because they was really tight, man.
Right. Freddie, truthfully, he says my uncle, and he's his uncle, but I feel like Freddie was kind of a somewhat of a daddy to Brody, man.
Yeah, that's the way it always seemed to me.
Dude, I've known Freddie for 30 years, man, since probably 1990. Actually, a little more, probably since about 1993, man. We've been opponents. We've tagged a few times. Freddie's a good dude, man, really good dude, and I knew about it Saturday. I got a call from Brody, and I knew about it then, but I didn't want to do nothing or release anything until Brody and the family did, and we did a Monday night before Austin show. We did a 10-belt salute to Freddie, man. I like Freddie. Me and Freddie, especially over the last 4 or 5 years, man. When I got back into business, me and Freddie talked a lot. We spent one night in Arkansas. We was in Arkansas. He came to our hotel room. Me and him spent all night talking wrestling. All fucking night, man. Like little fucking kids just talking wrestling, dude.
You need to get Mark on the guy you had on there the other night, man. That guy seemed like he was all business and seemed like he would be a good worker and a good hand to have.
Oh, he knows Austin, man. He knows him real well.
I don't see him on his card, man. I don't see him on his card. I mean, you need to get these guys, man. You need to get these guys, dude. Have 7 matches. Randy Bird has 10. It's cool, man. You can have 7, 8 matches.
Guys, my wife is giving me the Iggy supper's ready. We got to start wrapping it up. Tim, brother, I'm going to pull you down first. Man, I thank you so much for popping in, dude. It's been a blast. I've had a fucking blast laughing with you guys, man. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mophead Davis.
Last one. I'm going to hit this leave button. Fuck you, Mark Southern. Fuck you.
Take it easy, Tim.
Buster, I love you, brother. I love you.
Yes, sir, man. Love you, man. You take it easy, my
See
brother.
you Saturday.
Now, I'm going to get booked for the Rumble on the River, and that we're going to have a build like the Rock and Cody deal. We're going to have a build for me and Justin Case, and I'm going to drown his fucking ass in the Mississippi River.
Damn. I'm glad the
So
rescue
build up.
squad will be there.
We're going to build up till Rumble on the River, and then I'll show up.
There you go. Somebody's going to take a swim that night, man. Hey, it'll cool Case off, man. If he's hot for 110 fucking degrees, it'll cool his ass off. Tim, once again, my dude, thank you so much. Look, I'm thinking about doing a panel sometime and just getting 4 or 5 guys on as almost like a round table and just bullshit and talk wrestling, man. Definitely want to get you on that show, Tim.
Yeah, man. You be sure to tell the LA Hustlers Saturday night that I was pulling for them and to bring them titles back across the river.
Sure will. Tim, you take it easy, and you and your girl have a great night, my friend.
See y'all.
Fuck you.
Mark Sutton.
I got the last word, baby.
Look, we got a couple of comments. We got Eric J. He says, but you're killing it, Big Buster. It ain't just me, dude. It's the guest, and I appreciate you, Eric, man.
Eric,
I appreciate your support.
He has it all for me and Mike Fortenberry that got him started in the podcast.
That's what got me into podcasts, man.
We even named it for him.
There you go, man. I tweaked the name a little bit, man. So look, Bubby Dale's here, and he just says, "Woo."
That's right, Bubby Dale, my cameraman for AHCW.
All right, the barbecue man is back. He says, "Great show, JJ, dude. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you watching us. I
JJ,
appreciate
this for you, baby,
us.
in room 420, baby.
420, man. That's my room.
That's
Always
my
420.
room. The executive room.
So look, Mark, once again, before we log off, tell us bell time, tell us ticket prices, tell us whatever
That's
we
right.
need to know.
Ticket
about
prices
Saturday.
are $12 for ringside, which are almost gone. $10 for every other seat in the house. And once again, there ain't a bad seat in the house. Bell time will be 7:30, and that is in Campbell, Missouri. It's a Campbell Community Building. So be there, baby. 7:30, Campbell, Missouri, Saturday night, April the 13th, 2024.
Gonna be a big night of pro wrestling. Some of the best action you're gonna see anywhere. Mark, been a fucking blast, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Man. I'm glad Tim Davis jumped in.
I am too, and we're gonna have to do this, man, again. Maybe you're gonna have to come on. I ain't done a co-host in a long time. Maybe you have to come on somewhere, and we'll you can be the co-host, man, because I've had a blast.
I'm ready.
Dude.
You just holler at me, brother. I'm available. This is my best time of the year, to be honest with you, because I only got wrestling once a month, and then there's no high school sports going on for me right now to cover. And let me give a shout out to that. All you guys out there, join my YouTube channel, the Boot Hill Sports Network. Go like, share, subscribe. See a bunch of good high school basketball, football games on there from Southeast Missouri. And, of course, you're going to see some AHCW wrestling on there. And that's it, man. Spread the word, man. Spread the love. You got Buster Unmasked. Join his channel there, Buster H.R. Johnson, YouTube. You on TikTok or any of that stuff yet, Buster?
I'm on YouTube, X.
Yeah,
Facebook.
We got X too. So let me plug the X.
I'm on TikTok, but I only do reels on there right now. I don't even think I can put a show on because right now I'm only allowed something up to 10 minutes from what I know. So
gotcha.
I got to reach all that bullshit. Look, Eric Hayes is back. He says, "Hope you have a great show Saturday night." Oh, we're gonna have a fucking great show Saturday night. It's gonna be a blast. And look, Mark, I want to talk to you about the Boot Hill Sports Network, man. Love what you're doing, man. When we first kind of split, and then you started the Boot Hill, man, with the sports. You know, me and you had a conversation, and I thought, man, I told you, I said, if you really work at that, man, because I see those sports videos, those games, I see people get tens of thousands of views on them. You just got to work it, dude. And man, when I seen y'all do some of your panel shows where you got guests on, man, you look right at home. You look like that's where you fit, man. It's perfect for you, dude. I love it, man.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I'm trying hard to get that thing to grow and get it where it's going. We have done great. I tell you what, from football to basketball season, we really took off, man. And of course, a lot of the areas, hell, we had one area team go all the way to the Final Four, so that really helped us out. So we got all the way to the state Final Four carrying that team. So and you know, as you branch out, you get in the playoffs, you get more viewers and more people new to the channel, as you know.
Right.
Then they like, share, and subscribe, and then you get word out. And then, you know, that one game between Hayti and Steel is one of the teams that went to the Final Four. I had 3,500 on that one. So, man, and that was my biggest game. Besides, we had a team from St. Louis that come down from the area, and then had 1,100 on that one. So we've had some good views, man.
Hey, YouTube, from what I do, you know, it's took me almost 5 years of doing this on YouTube to get as far as I've got, man. And I ain't really got nowhere, but YouTube, you got to constantly work your channel, man. You got to constantly work your content. Consistency is what pays off in YouTube, man. From my perspective.
You got to plug it every day, man. You're busy. I mean, it's a job.
Right. Look, Bubby Dale says, yeah, he says, I got to film the show. I'm anxious to see this show, man. I'm anxious to see the finished product and see it on the Boot Hill Sports Network, dude.
All right, Manny. We will see you Saturday night, baby.
Yes, sir, Mark. You take it easy and you have a great night, my friend.
All right, Buster. Thank you, man. I'll come back anytime. Just holler at me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, y'all. You seen it right there. American Hostile Championship Wrestling this Saturday night, Campbell, Missouri. Bell time 7:30. do not miss this show. If you're anywhere close in the vicinity and you want to see good quality, top-notch pro wrestling, come to AHCW anywhere you can find them. Guys, we're on a marathon week this week. Tomorrow night, I'm back. I got Crusher Koloff and Inhumane Championship Wrestling. They got a big show this Saturday night in Corning. Normal time, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Friday night, we've got a special 6 o'clock start time. I got the Car Crash Kid and the YWA. They've got a big show coming up this Sunday. So be sure to check out all the content. Like Mark said, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Help us get this content out to more people. I appreciate everybody who joined in and who interacted with us. Until tomorrow night, I'll see y'all later.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a